50, the 40, the 30, here's the catch.
Doing everything you think of. The way I work, I'm on the brink of. Doing numbers like a brink truck. There were days where I barely had sleep, but I had to work more than competition. I can't live like the opposition, living everything I dreamed of, doing everything you think of. The way I work, I'm on the brink of, doing numbers like a brink truck.
The 40, the 30, here's the catch. And he's going for it. It's a touchdown.
Welcome back to Grassroots Media and welcome to the nominee show for the Fall Sports Awards of the second annual Roots Awards to be held on Saturday, June 3rd at the home place. The time for that event is yet to be announced, but we are excited to be here. We've got a lot of details to go over, not only tonight, but also throughout the rest of the week as we continue to make these nominations. Tonight, what we're going to be focused on is just the fall sports nominees, and so that's 16 different award categories that we will be making nominations for tonight and unveiling to you here. And so we're excited to do that. The first thing I want to say is that, you know, we could not do this event without the sponsors that we have and without the tickets that are purchased, honestly, for this. I mean, at the end of the day, we are a small local media company who, yes, we have big goals and big aspirations, but at the end of the day, we can't do anything without the help of our local communities, the businesses that are there and the people that are in there. So we thank everyone who has already bought a ticket, because there have been several purchased already, and everyone who will purchase a ticket. Also, thank you to all of our sponsors who have sponsored these awards, and their logos and everything are on there. We just encourage and ask that all of these companies that spend money with Grassroots Media, that you would help them out, that locally you would go out and you would help them and continue to serve them, or to serve their, help them to serve their community by shopping local, shopping small. I know that we hear that a lot, especially around like Thanksgiving and Black Friday and the Christmas season, but it really does help. And being a small business ourselves, we're really appreciative of the help of other small businesses. So with all of that, we have 16 different award categories to go over. I want to go ahead and get out in front of something, though. We talked about this last year. I'm going to reiterate it again this year. I'm going to reiterate it tonight, and I'll reiterate it every single time that we do one of these nominee reveal videos. And it's this, and it's real simple. In Greenville and Greene County, we have 5 high schools, and every single high school in some sport or another has student athletes who are competing at a state championship, not just a state contention, but a state championship level and caliber. And it makes our job extremely difficult to choose just one winner for each of these award categories. Now, what we'll say is this. It's real simple to look on the outside in and say, this is how I would have chosen, this is how I would have chosen. I'm the founder of the company, I'm the owner of the company, and I'm not going to be one that makes the decision here, simply because my focus is not on a lot of time is not on the out front coverage of sports. I don't have enough knowledge or ability to make those types of decisions, but we have several who are with the company who do, and who are there, and who have seen the stats, and who have written, and who have been at the games, and they know and they understand, and they've spoken with coaches and things like that. And so we've made our nominations. Here's what I will offer, and you can take this or leave it. This is a sports media award show. So we're not going to just give out like a tiebreaker certificate of recognition. There will be winners. There are winners. There's going to be people who win their award category. But with a county like Greene County, where you have 5 schools across Greenville and Greene County, and all of them have student athletes that are just not only top of their class and top in the county, but they're literally top in the state. And so it is an honor to just be listed as a nominee for each of these award categories. And that's how we see it, and that's why we do this show. The show is not just to just honor the ones who win, but it's to honor the ones who are nominated. And so we're excited to get to be able to do that. And that's exactly what we're going to do. And I will say this, and this is just a plug. This event will sell out. And we made a post about it. We've spoken about it before. This event will sell out. There will be max capacity at this event. I'm telling you already, with the tickets that are already purchased before we've even announced nominees, this event will sell out. We will not be selling tickets at the door. Even if it's not a sellout online, we will not sell tickets at the door because we don't know what the walk-up might be, and we are limited to capacity restrictions. We're not willing to put ourselves in a position to break that capacity limit, nor are we going to put the Johnstons over at the home place venue in a position to break that capacity limit. There are a lot of student athletes and head coaches who will be included and have a spot included in that maximum capacity. And so the amount of tickets, that we can sell, the amount of fans, parents, family members that can come in is restricted. Now, it's not restricted to like 50. We're not talking like, an extremely small amount of number. But, we are talking that it is going to be a restricted number. Now, not every student athlete will be able to make it. Not every head coach will be able to make it. We understand that, and we've figured that in. But we want to get out ahead and say, look, if you are a parent, a grandparent, a family member, whoever, you need to go ahead and purchase your tickets, because when they are gone, they are gone. If for some reason that you cannot make it, a legitimate reason that you can't make it, we would like to work with you to be able to get rid of that ticket, either by refunding you and selling that ticket to someone else. We don't want to sell, a bunch of tickets and people can't make it, and then, we don't refund it, but now we're 10 to 15 to 20 people less. And so there could have been 10 to 15 to 20 other people that wanted to come but couldn't. So we'll cross that bridge if we have to. But here's what I'll say is that we're not going to make it a habit of just refunding because you say, hey, I've decided I don't want to come now, for whatever reason. We'll work within reason for that. Purpose, and only for that purpose. But at the end of the day, we know that whenever you purchase a ticket, it's because you want to come and support your family member, your son, your daughter, grandson, granddaughter, niece, nephew, whoever, whatever the case may be. But I'm just telling you now, please, 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 if you think you might want to go ahead and buy your ticket, because if it sells out and we reach max capacity on ticket sales, we will not sell anymore, and we will not have any kind of situation. We're going to have to be the bad guys at the door on Saturday, June 3rd, whenever you walk up and you say, hey, we didn't buy tickets, and, we want to get in because my son, my daughter, my grandson, granddaughter, whatever, they're going to be, they're a nominee here. I hate it. And we're going to be the bad guys, but we're telling you now, it's a month in advance. We're telling you now that we want to, let you know you need to go ahead and get your tickets. So I wouldn't wait another day or two, because tickets are already moving and we've not even made any nominations. So I would go ahead and make those plans now, make those ticket purchases. You can find the link there on our Facebook page. You can go to that link, you can purchase tickets, and with those tickets, you get in. If we get to the point where we sell out and we realize, hey, we've sold out within a week or so, which honestly right now looks like it's going to be the case. If we look like we're going to sell out, then we will make other arrangements and try to do a live stream to where we charge like a pay-per-view price, because it wouldn't be fair if we charge people to get in and then other people could watch it for free online. It wouldn't be fair, and we're not going to do that. And so we would put up a live stream with a paywall as an alternative. So, if maybe we sold out before you were able to purchase a ticket, but you still want to be able to watch your grandson, granddaughter, whoever the case may be, whoever at that point, you can purchase the live stream and you can watch the live stream as well. So all that to say, we're here for one reason and one reason only tonight, and that's to announce the nominees for fall sports. We have 16 categories to go over, and we're going to move through rather quickly, but we want to acknowledge these student athletes. And so without further ado, We're going to open the show announcing the nominees for Female Athlete of the Year. And the nominees are Anne-Marie Konechny, Greenville High School; Lauren Bailey, Greenville High School; Jordan Roderick, South Green; Campbell Gaby, North Green. This award this year is sponsored by the Sandwich House. We want to thank the Sandwich House. They are the owner of the Female Athlete of the Year award. And as you can see there, those are our 4 student-athlete nominations, however you want to say it, for Female Athlete of the Year at the 2nd annual Grassroots Media Roots Awards. So, again, thank you to the Sandwich House, and another thank you just goes out to everybody who's had a part into helping us, along the way this year. Again, really good at student athletes and athletics across Greenville and Greene County, and so it's an honor to be listed as a nominee in any of these award categories. But again, Female Athlete of the Year nominees: Anne-Marie Konechny, Lauren Bailey, Jordan Roderick, and Campbell Gaby. As we move forward, our Male Athlete of the Year nominee. And the nominees are Jason Britton, North Green; Caden Tullock, Chucky Doak; Rio Little, also from Chucky Doak; and Hunter Mason, Greenville High School. Huge shout out goes to Gypsy Soul. Gypsy Soul Market, as you know, they are obviously here. They are the sponsor for the Male Athlete of the Year award. They also are a spot that you can choose to pick up your Grassroots Media merchandise, so your Valley Towns t-shirts and your stickers as well. But again, same thing with female athletes. We have incredible athletes all across Greenville and Greene County, and it is extremely hard to choose just nominees who are going to be listed as the athletes of the year. And so when we do that, again, these nominees are compiled by a list of our panel, and the nominees are in here. And Male Athlete of the Year nominees are Jason Britton, Chucky Doak's Caden Tullock, also Chucky Doak's Rio Little, and Greenville High's Hunter Mason. The next award is a little bit of a cool award. It's the Best Moment of the Year. And so the Best Moment of the Year category is this category where we talk about throughout the entire sports season, what is the best moment? And this is obviously going to be subjective, as are all of these awards. All of these awards are subjective. None of this. We're announcing our nominees, and we'll make the decisions on an objective level, just based on stats and other things like that. But everyone's opinion is subjective. So just throwing that out there. But the best moment of the year, as we look at this and we see the best moment and what the nominees are, these are the nominees for the plays or the moments or the times in the year that we thought were the best. And so without further ado, the nominees here are Brock Rush's crazy touchdown against Gatlinburg-Pittman in the second round of the TWSAA playoffs this year. Jason Britton dropping 56 points on Unaka earlier in the season. Greenville High School's goal line stand against DB. And then Colbin Gregg's performance at the state golf tournament. Those are the 4 best moment of the year nominees. As we move forward to our Breakthrough Athlete of the Year award. And the nominees are Trey Thompson, Greenville High School; Colbin Gregg, South Greene High School; Kyla Job, Greenville High School; and Keely Smith, also of South Greene. Those are your nominees for the Breakthrough Athlete of the Year. As we move forward, we move now into the best game. So we had best moment, now the best game. And the nominees are Chucky Doak versus Unicoi County football. Big game up there at Unicoi this year. Greenville High School versus Elizabethton girls basketball regional championship game. The Milk Can game. The Milk Can game this year was a classic. It is a nominee for best game of the year, as well as the North Green Lady Huskies versus Oneida in the state sectional playoffs in TSSAA. Those are your 4 nominees for Best Game of the Year. We want to thank Rusty's Tire and Alignment for being the sponsor of the Best Game of the Year. As we move forward to the Best Coaches Show of the Year, the nominees for that are the T&B Show, and everyone knew that they were going to be on here as a nominee. The T&B Show, North Green Girls and Boys Basketball, James Buchanan, Sam Tarleton. The Alan Tolliver Show from West Green High School Boys Basketball. The Hahn and Sauce Show, West Green High School Baseball and Softball Combined Show. And the Jason Lowe Show, North Green High School Baseball. The Coaches Show of the Year sponsor is East Tennessee Collision Repair. We want to thank them. This is the second year in a row they've been the sponsor for this award. The next award, we move into our sports-specific awards, and we have the Football Offensive Player of the Year. And the nominees are Brady Quillen, Greenville High School; Caden Tullock, Chucky Doak High School; Brayson Mervin, I should say. Kyle Donahue will appreciate that. Chucky Doak High School; Yeshua Vault, North Green High School. We continue in our sport-specific football awards. We want to thank Corner Pond for their sponsorship of the Football Offensive Player of the Year Award. And now for the Football Defensive Player of the Year Award. The nominees are Ethan Turner, West Green High School; Emmanuel Dixon, Greenville High School; Bryson Myers, Greenville High School, not South Green. We'll get that corrected. Rio Little, Chucky Doak High School. Those are your nominees for Football Defensive Player of the Year. And our last football-specific award, Kicker of the Year. The nominees are Kale Nagel, and I've probably butchered that name. We're sorry for that, Kale or Callie. I should know that. I announced football all season, but I don't remember exactly how to pronounce that. Chucky from West Green High School; Marco Rojas, Chucky Doak High School; and finally Cooper Graham, Greenville High School. Female Golfer of the Year. First off, I should back up and say thank you to Biggie's Deli in Greenville on the Newport Highway for sponsoring this year's Football Kicker of the Year. Also, a huge thanks to Critters Corner for co-sponsoring that as well. Moving forward to the Female Golfer of the Year. Nominees are Chucky Doak's Layla Fox, South Green's Maylee Hildebrand, Lindsay Howlett, also from South Green, and finally, also from South Green, Madison Hensley, South Green Female Golfer of the Year nominees. Moving forward again to Male Golfer of the Year, as we thank Mr. Golf for their sponsorship of this year's Female Golfer of the Year award. We turn to the Male Golfer of the Year, and the nominees are South Green's Colbin Gregg, North Green's Aiden Collier, and Greenville High School's Alex Broyles. Special shout out to Whitney Shelton Collins, who is our Greene County Circuit Court Clerk. Thank you for being the sponsor of this year's Male Golfer of the Year. We move now from football to golf, and now we move into volleyball. And our Volleyball Player of the Year nominees are Lauren Bailey, Greenville High School; Chloe Marsh, Greenville High School; Macy Snap, South Green High School; and Jordan Roderick, South Green High School. We want to give a big shout out and thank you to Rick Tipton of Envision Realty Group. Rick is this year's sponsor of the Volleyball Player of the Year Award. So thank you very much, Rick. We move now to our soccer, female soccer, because girls soccer plays in the fall, boys soccer plays in the spring. So boys soccer will be a spring sport nomination category. But as we move to female soccer. Offensive Player of the Year, and the nominees are Anne-Marie Konechny, Greenville High School; Anna Shaw, also of Greenville High School; and finally, Tana Bookhammer, Greenville High School. Female Soccer Defensive Player of the Year. The nominees are Molly Hartman, Greenville High School; Naomi Merrill, Chucky Doak; and Kylie Askew, also of Chucky Doak. Our final two awards of the fall sports season are the Cross Country Awards. And for our female cross country runner of the year, the nominees are Reese Williams, Greenville High School; Carmela Smock, Chucky Doak High School; and Riley Castro, also of Greenville. Want to give a big shout out and thank you to Fireman on Call, Landscaping and Handyman Service, located off the Bayleton Highway. Thank you very much for your support of Grassroots Media from the very beginning until now. They are this year's Female Cross Country Runner of the Year sponsor. And finally, our final award nomination for tonight, our final award category nomination for tonight, is Male Cross Country Runner of the Year. And the nominees are Morgan Leach, Greenville High School; Isaac Gibson, Greenville High School; and Simon Ray, South Green High School. This award is also sponsored by the folks at Aquatic Creations, and we thank them very much for their sponsorship and helping us do what it is that we do. Again, just week in and week out, but also here in the Roots Awards, the second annual Roots Awards. So that will do it for our nominees. I want to stress again, because I know that I mentioned it before we started this program. We still have a lot of sports left to go. These are just the fall sports. We've not even began to start talking about the sport-specific sports that are in the winter and in the spring. So with that being said, you know, we're really excited about this year's award show. We understand. Again, me personally, I have been, you know, operating and promoting events for quite a bit of time now, and I am very well aware that you are never going to be able to please everyone, and that when you do something like an award show, the first thing is that people think that, you know, it's a popularity contest, or, you know, it doesn't really make sense because of nominees and talent and things like that. At the end of the day, the reality is that we could go through and we could make nominations on every single, we could pull out an athlete from every school for every category. But at the end of the day, it would just be a dog and pony show at that point. We would just be trying to just do things because we wanted to please everyone and put on a show that, you know, is just, you know, to try to keep the naysayers down. But what we want to do, and what we think that we have done with this year's awards, is we want to put on a show of what our opinion is. And so the nominees that we've selected, again, you know, I know that I know that we did the fall awards first. And so with those, we also included those overall awards. So your male athlete, female athlete, breakthrough athlete, all of those things, we put those all in the first nominee show here. And I know that whenever you're talking about overall awards, it's kind of tough because, again, you know, when you think about the female athlete, male athlete of the year, we can't go out and nominate 7, 8 people. It's not feasible. It doesn't make sense for us to do that because it's just not feasible. It's not really how we want to do things. So we limit it to 4, and we put in the 4 nominees that we have, and then we'll choose a winner over that. But the end of the day, you know, those are the overall awards, and those are just the nominees that we've selected there. We still have several awards. We're talking in the neighborhood of 14 to 15 more awards, and all of them are sport specific. And so we've not even gotten into winter sports, so basketball, wrestling, bowling. We've not gotten into those sports. We've not gotten into spring sports as well. So we're just now, starting off this process of making these nominations and things like that. But there are still more to come. There are athletes who you're going to look at this today and you're going to be like, man, I expected to see this person on the list. Well, you probably haven't because we've not gotten to that sport yet. So what I would say is stay tuned, stay checked in, and be ready to go. The other thing is we want to say congratulations to everyone who is a nominee. Congratulations to those schools that are represented, because every single school is represented in these awards, because the student athletes, again, at every single school compete at a state championship caliber in one sport or another. And so it makes our jobs difficult, and it makes it not such a fun job when it comes to having to picking and choosing. But it's a job that, it's a responsibility that we don't take lightly, and one that we certainly don't just, take for granted. And we do try to do our very best job of looking at everything all together, and especially in the overall awards, because it's easy to look at, how good an athlete is at one sport and then say, I feel like they should have been included in this award or that award. And we hear it all the time, and I'm talking about it and spending time on it because we do hear it all the time. And it's what makes our job not fun. Because at the end of the day, we're celebrating the best athletes in Greenville and Greene County. And like I said, some of them have not even been mentioned yet. Some of them we're not even going to get, we've not gotten to the sports yet, sports specific yet. And so we have a lot left. These are the athletes for our fall sports award categories and the overall award categories. These are the nominees. If you are a student athlete who has been nominated, or a head coach of any of the county high schools, any sport, your admission is free. Your spot is reserved and included in the overall maximum capacity. The rest of the tickets that we have remaining are on sale and will continue to be on sale. And again, I would encourage you to not wait until the very last minute to try to get those. I would not do that at all. I would be sure to go ahead and purchase your tickets early and get ready to have a really good time here in less than a month, and on June 3rd at the home place for the second annual Grassroots Media Roots Awards. So a big shout out again to every single student athlete that we have named who is a nominee for one of the 16 award categories that we've mentioned today. Also for the ones who will come in the future, a big shout out to them as well. A thank you to all the coaches and schools and everything else that has anything to do with coaching these student athletes and giving us the ability to cover at the level that we do and provide the platform that we do, and working with us to make that platform as good as it can be. Truthfully, the coverage does not happen without any of that, and we notice that, we're aware of that, and we certainly appreciate that. So thank you very much. Thank you for those of you who read our content, watch our content, listen to our content. We're going to continue to do what we can to make it better and do more. And that's our promise to you. And things like this, it's what makes that happen. So we'll catch you next time here later this week, probably sooner than what you think and what you realize, here on Grassroots Media for the next edition. Our next edition is going to be our winter sports nominees for the second annual Roots Awards, hosted at the home place on Saturday, June 3rd.